641 years, that is the theoretical maximum sentence the former president could face if he is convicted of all the state and federal charges currently pending against him. Tarek Miner is following Mr. Trump's growing legal troubles and is joining us with a look at which criminal case is believed to be the most problematic for the former president and the legal ramifications of the others. Tarek?
Well, you know, if Donald Trump goes on to win the general election, the Constitution gives presidents pardoning powers, although the historic document does not specifically address a president pardoning himself. He could certainly try, though, on a federal conviction. He would not be able to apply a pardon to any conviction in the New York case against him because these are state charges. On the other hand, if he is convicted on all 78 counts and given the maximum statutory penalty for each count, 641 years is correct. That's the maximum he could face. In the classified documents case, that's the one carrying the most serious prison time. Donald Trump's first indictment was handed down earlier this year on March 30th in the state of New York, where he faced 34 felony counts of falsifying business records. The charges stem from alleged hush money payments to adult movie star Stormy Daniels to cover up a reported affair ahead of the 2016 presidential election. Falsifying business records is typically a misdemeanor in New York, but can be boosted to a felony if authorities can prove it was done to assist in another crime. So the maximum prison time per count for falsifying business records is 4 years, for a total potential of 136 years in prison in this case alone. On June 9th, in a much more perilous case for the former president, Trump was indicted on 37 felony counts facing claims that he mishandled classified documents after leaving the White House and failed to return the documents to the government. The maximum prison time in this federal classified documents case is 450 years. Trump's third indictment was handed down on Tuesday in an investigation also headed by special counsel Jack Smith, who accuses the former president of trying to overturn the outcome of the 2020 election. Trump faces 4 felony counts in this case, 2 for obstructing an official proceeding, which carries 20 years in prison per count, 1 count of conspiracy against the right to vote carrying a 10-year sentence, and 1 count for defrauding the U.S. carrying a maximum of 5 years. The maximum prison time for this case totals 55 years in prison if the judge follows the sentencing guidelines. Now, in each of Donald Trump's cases, the judge would take several factors into consideration, including Trump's lack of a criminal history and perhaps his willingness to accept any responsibility if convicted. Tom?
Thank you, Tarek. Our coverage of Mr. Trump's third indictment and his court appearance this afternoon continues on our website, news4jax.com.